Hi everyone, welcome to Homecoming 2023. My name is Sal and today I'm going to be showing you how to paint some rocks. We're super excited to have this activity with you, so let's go ahead and jump into it. So step one of rock painting is going to be to find your rock. So you might want to go outside, take a walk, find a nice rock on the ground, and it can be any rock. Just make sure it's a smoother rock because you will be either painting it using markers, pencil. Those jagged rocks tend to have a little more difficulty in this process, so I like using a nice smooth rock. Now, if you want, you can paint your rock with a base coat. There's a black base coat and a white base coat, or you can just use the typical rock that you find off the ground. I usually rinse them off so that they're nice and clean. Any dirt that might be on them gets washed away, and that way you have a nice clean surface to work with. So once you've found your rock, you're going to want to think of some inspiration to paint on your rock. Now, there are books out there about rock painting, but what I typically do is I just do a quick Google search for rock painting inspiration ideas. There are a ton of really cool ones out there, but remember, you don't need to get too complicated with this process. It can be something very simple. We have this rock here that is just some googly eyes with a funny face on it. And then we have some more complicated ones like this mandala rock that took a little bit of time. But again, it is whatever you are most comfortable with. Today, I'm going to be drawing the earth on my rock. Now, it sounds like it's going to be complicated, but mine's going to be nice and simple, a little more abstract. So again, you don't need to dive too deep with the details when painting your rock. It might help if you have a pencil to sketch your idea or your inspiration on the rock first. That way you have a guideline. So to get started with my rock, I'm just going to draw my circle for earth. And again, remember, it doesn't need to be perfect. This is just kind of your guideline. You can make it bigger than this, smaller than this. This is just to give you your rough idea. It doesn't need to take up the entire rock. I'm making mine a little bit smaller just because I know that I will make this larger afterwards. I'm just, again, getting my rough sketch onto the rock itself. And then once you have your sketch done, you can go ahead and reach for your paint of choice. In this situation, I'm going to be using acrylic paint markers. Now, these markers actually have paint inside of them, so it's a lot easier to be on your rock, tracing your lines or freehanding it with a marker that has the paint in it. So to get started with the paint markers, you do want to shake it up to get the paint moving. And it's also helpful to have a sheet of paper near you as well. That way, you're able to actually press down a couple times to get the paint flowing. And you'll see that as I did that, more paint came out, so I know I'm ready to go. The nice thing about using paint markers is that they dry relatively quick. So I'm actually going to do the water first, so I'm going to use blue over the majority of the rock itself right now. And then afterwards, I'm going to go back with green and maybe some white to make it a little more detailed. If your design isn't coming out exactly how you envisioned, that's okay. The nice thing about using paint markers or any paint is that you can just paint over everything if you do want to start fresh, or let it dry and do another coat of the same color. And that's what I'm going to be doing right now. You can see that my blue is a little bit lighter, so it's harder to show on a darker rock. So I'm going to let it dry for a couple seconds or minutes, and then I'm going to do another coat over the exact line that I already went over. And then once you've finished with your main design, you might want to go back and add some details, and I'm just going to make an outline. So again, my earth is very abstract. It does not need to be a spitting image of what you're trying to make, but I'm going to outline everything in black or just the main circle in black, and I might add little dabs of white here and there in the water so that it might give it a little more movement. And just like that, you've successfully painted your rock. So just to recap the steps that we took, we found a rock, we made sure it was nice and smooth, we washed it, we dried it off, we thought of inspiration. Inspiration can be found by searching the internet, by going on Pinterest, by just having an idea in your head. Once you have your inspiration, you can sketch it on the rock if you would like with a pencil, and then you just start going over your pencil lines with paint, or in my case, the paint markers, and just take your time. Remember that you can stack the colors on top of each other. So I did a base color of blue around most of it, and then I went back with the green, and it just went over it. You can also layer to get darker, deeper colors, so I had to do that with my blue. And then I just made an outline of black and added some lighter greens and a couple specks of white as well. Thank you for watching this video and painting a rock with me. Happy homecoming!